Hello, today's lesson I'm calling Comfort Zone. And I'm calling it Comfort Zone because it looks at something we might call our comfort zone. And it is related to leadership and management, and I know most of these lessons, or the whole idea behind these lessons, was to talk about leadership and management issues and to give people useful resources that they can draw upon. And let me try and explain what I'm coming from, because it can be taken quite personally, this sort of stuff. Essentially, if you think about your comfort zone as the place, the way you operate, that is well within your comfort. So you take the same route to work, you do a very similar job, you deal with the same sorts of people, your life has a predictability about it that you understand and you are capable, very capable of delivering. And that's great. A large part of our time, I think it's important to feel comfortable, quite right. It's a very human trait to want to feel comfortable. But there are times in life where we are encouraged to step out of our comfort zone, and we might be asked to go and do a presentation to the board, or we might be asked to go and do a new job that we've never done before. We might put ourselves in a position where we're making sales meetings that we're really uncomfortable with, and it puts us out there in an arena that perhaps we can call stretch, perhaps we could call it learning. It can go under lots of different names, but out here is stuff that is outside of our comfort zone, but it's in this area that we get growth and possibly development. So I'm interested in this from a learning and development perspective, because I think in order for us to get those four things, we need to stretch ourselves. But then it does beg the question, what do we need around us in order to feel comfortable stepping out? What do we need in order to feel comfortable going into that area? And I would suggest we need support, and I would suggest we need training, and possibly from our manager some coaching, and no doubt we want from our colleagues some friendship. And I think all of those things can help us with the learning and the development side of things. And what we acknowledge when we talk about the comfort zone is actually there is a limit to this comfort zone. And I wonder what sits outside of that limit. And perhaps we could say words like panic, or indeed fear. And I have myself been in the past into outdoor activities, and I've actually been into rock climbing, and I can actually remember brushing shoulders with really horrible things. Actually not quite going there, because I wouldn't be sitting here today giving this lesson, but certainly getting far enough out towards the edge of that learning zone. And I can honestly tell you that getting into this sort of arena out here was not beneficial in any way. The only thing I learnt from being out there was that I never wanted to be there again, and as quickly as I could I made my way back to the comfort zone. So if we can get this right, if we can get out there into the stretch zone, and if we get the support we need to be out there, then we start to learn some things, and that's really powerful. And the great thing is, when we have new experiences and we learn new things and we spend enough time doing that, well, what happens to our comfort zone? Well, you will realise that actually our comfort zone, rather cleverly, tends to expand and gets bigger, and our capability improves, and the ability we have to deal with change and variety and challenge starts to increase. And crucially, we can drop back in and we can regroup after something challenging and step out again when we're ready. And that really is the essence of learning as I see it. We are in the comfort zone, we step out, we learn, we grow, we develop through the support, coaching and training around us, and our comfort zone expands. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed a little look at the comfort zone there, and I'll leave you with the question, are you in your comfort zone, and what can you do and what do you need in order to step out into your stretch zone and do some real learning? Thank you for listening.